Hi, and welcome to Iacon Underground Radio for the week of July 20th, 2016. I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
And I'm David.
So we've got yet another week with a little bit of news and nothing comic-wise or fiction-wise in general to talk about. So we will make up for the fact that we had no episode last week by having almost an entire episode worth of things to talk about this week. Yay!
Yay! Aggregation.
Yay! Which is good because I will warn our listeners in advance that I am off my allergy medication this week, so my voice is going to get real fun real quick. So for news this week, I guess we could start with actually the big news from last week, which was that Transformers brand editor John Barber from IDW has decided to step aside from editing to focus on the writing side of things.
Oh. Well, when you say...
He is, of course...
When you say big news, it was basically the only news last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was literally the only news to talk about last week.
Yeah, which is part of why we didn't do one.
So, yeah, apparently, they mentioned Sarah Gatos and Denton Tipton being promoted to people who were already at IDW. I think, just judging by what I've been seeing on Twitter, it looks like Sarah Gatos will be the one taking over the Transformers stuff. So, that could be exciting. I haven't really seen much of her stuff otherwise, but, I mean, I think it's helpful that, I mean, I'm sure we've talked in the past about, you know, IDW being on top of how much fandom is a female thing these days. So I think it's really great that they have a woman taking over the editorial.
On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, it's important to point out that Barber is only stepping down from editorial and not stepping down from writing duties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And based on some of the stuff I've seen on social media, including some other stuff by Nick Roche about how he's not doing anything other than covers currently and soliciting work for trying to do wrestling comics, that, I don't know, it seems like there's something weird going on at IDW. Like, just kind of a...
Oh.
Yeah,
maybe a weird management environment? I don't know.
There could be something like that. I mean, I can definitely... It seems like Hasbro has been pretty easy to get along with this stuff, but I don't know how much that really is the case behind the scenes. So, I mean, what we see is them being okay with, you know, Conjunct Sindura and stuff like that, but we don't see other stuff that might be going on, especially because John Barber has been the one who's borne the brunt of the to sell toys decisions going into the comics. And I don't know if that's, I mean, I would assume part of that might be because he's, you know, been in a position to shield the other stuff. But I don't know how difficult that has been. I don't know if that's been something that's actually been taxing or if it's just been a matter of saying, we want to do this, and then being like, okay.
I'm looking forward to the tell-all interview 10 years from now that actually explains all of this instead of our idle speculation.
Yeah.
Well, I think too it's worth taking into consideration, and I think, in our brief touches on my own professional work, there's a saying that behind every editor is within every editor is a frustrated writer. So very few people really go into stuff like that wanting to be an editor.
Yeah, but also, there's always been this weird thing in IDW where editor has never been a job description so much as it is like a rank title within the hierarchy of politics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that can be said to be the case in a lot of comic publishers, though.
True.
So, you know, differentiated from the sort of editing work I do, which actually involves, like, correcting typos. I realize he probably doesn't. Actually, someone really needs to be there to do that because they get way too many typos through.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I have gotten the impression just all along, ever since I've been vaguely aware of the behind the scenes of comics in general, even like in the old days at Marvel, it always seemed like the editors weren't really editors so much as they were the writers and artists' bosses.
They were the cat herders.
Well, in best
yeah.
cases, they're cat herders. In worst cases, they're forcing people to do stories, but not writing them themselves, but making the writer write every word they want.
Yeah.
No, in the worst cases, they were saying, "Here, write my midlife crisis for me, please." And I say that with all due love for Jim Shooter.
Teach me how to poop.
Jim Shooter was a mixed bag of great things and what the fuck things.
Yeah. He was interesting. I've definitely heard even some complaints out of DC about, editorial turning the screws too tight sometimes and that sort of thing. So,
Not
yeah,
to mention the Superman office.
I get the feeling though that pretty much any editor you run into in comics would just as soon quit editing and write. Though,
assuming the paycheck stayed the same, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, though keeping in mind that writing is generally a freelance work for hire kind of thing, and editorial is actually like a salaried employee. So, apart from that side of things, So, yeah, I wish him the best, certainly. I feel that, I feel hopeful that, things are going to at least remain as good as they have been from here. So yeah, that's, I will say I'm happy for him because, like I said, I tend to, understand that really writing is what like I said, no one goes into it to be an editor.
I'm glad he seems to be enthusiastic about the change. Yeah. I'm glad that everybody else on the brand seems to be supportive of him in being enthusiastic about the change. Yeah. I'm glad it seems like there is people in place to make sure it's not going to be disruptive, and there's going to be an interesting story here someday, but we don't know it yet.
We'll see. But yeah, I have noticed that, of course, none of the current creators are going to go on Tumblr saying, "Oh, this person's awful," but they all have been very openly supportive. I mean, generally with that sort of thing, if you're not supportive, you're just not going to say anything. But so yeah, the current creators have been very excited about working with their new editor. So hopefully things will remain good along those lines.
Fingers crossed.
So other news, we have some other news, right? Oh, we have that Starscream.
Yeah, the Starscream that came from nowhere.
Like suddenly Starscream, it's like the 90s all over again when you could just go to Toys R Us and suddenly there are laser rods and you never even heard of laser rods.
Amazing. Like, I can't remember the last time this has happened that, like, there hasn't even been like a store listing of like, oh, there's this toy coming, it's gonna be down the line, or leaked toys, or some pre-release somewhere. This toy just showed up in a store. We're getting a new Starscream and Robots in Disguise. What?
He's just there on the shelf. Well, I mean, obviously they, for whatever reason, just didn't have him at conventions and stuff. I think probably a lot of why we didn't get any of the store listings or anything is because the, like, super hardcore collector types don't care about Robots in Disguise.
There's that to a degree, but still, they showed off other Robots in Disguise things when you were coming, or people were
they did, like, show off we're getting Bisque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the odd thing is that they didn't have him at conventions or anything. So yeah, and he's a new mold, so it's not like they just had to fill something in somewhere. Like they had problems making Bisque, and so they had to have, so yeah, he doesn't look like filler. He
hasn't shown up on the show yet, has he?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Weird.
So
Yes, it is.
presumably, I mean, there's also been talk that they have actually started production on seasons 3 and 4.
Yeah, and talk of new voice actors. They're getting like Ian James Corlett.
Yay! Who's he
yeah.
gonna be?
Our
Is he
old
gonna
pal
be Cheetor?
Who knows?
Is he gonna
He's
be
gonna be-
Goku?
I was gonna say he was gonna be Goctimus Prime.
No.
And that he has the
why?
worst internet username you can possibly have.
It's pretty bad. It's
He could be
pretty bad.
Starscream. That would be crazy.
Huh, that'd
Doubtful,
be interesting.
That would be Ultra Gear.
But
Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
super glad to have a Starscream toy that is a glamorous San Francisco magazine writer who's adjusting to single life.
Yeah.
Oh, though I will say that, taking a glance at the pictures that we have of the toy, apparently he is a Toys R Us exclusive.
Oh, that is interesting.
So that
maybe
could
that's why we
explain
didn't
part
hear
of
about
why we didn't hear about it.
Oh.
Though still, it's, unusual for even those to just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he has a co-cell that's a recolored Scorponok? I didn't notice that before.
What? I
Yeah.
didn't see that either.
A purple Scorponok. I want that.
But he's G1 Starscream colors, but he does retain a little bit, I don't know, he's got a little bit of the Prime Starscream aesthetic, but
Yeah,
His blue is very much Prime Starscream blue rather than primary color G1 Starscream blue.
yeah, he's not really animated. Well, maybe a little bit animated style. He's taller and thinner, but not tall and thin as Prime Starscream was, who was just a stick.
so this is
He's kind of... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, this is a Toys R Us exclusive that is a whole new mold then.
Yeah.
That is a bad sign, because normally exclusives are either like gimme multi-packs that have kind of oddball color schemes or stuff they made and then couldn't find a place for.
Maybe,
Yeah.
or maybe, who knows, maybe he's just a different head on somebody else. Or an easy remold
Who
of somebody
else
who
would
didn't
have
get
that
it.
kind of jet mode, though?
What was the name of Metal Hawk?
He would have those kind of shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
modern
comic Metal Hawk.
design Metal Hawk. Original Metal Hawk just had normal shoulders.
yeah, original Metal Hawk is boring, but like the current, well, he's dead, but the current IDW comic Metal Hawk kind of has that kind of body.
Yeah.
And also, as much as we were kind of dancing around, well, he's not Prime Starscream, he's not animated Starscream, he's not G1 Starscream. He's kind of Till All-R-One Starscream.
Huh.
He is kind of very influenced by that kind of
the wedge shape.
pseudo post G1 form that he's kind of taking in the comics currently,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
he's kind of G1 but also kind of updated.
Yeah.
Which, yay, mixing continuities, I love it.
Yeah, like it's a good
Blur
looking
those
form.
lines, blur them.
Blur them all.
Oh, and also
Please don't blur them.
he's a swept
It makes
wing.
my brain hurt. Yes.
The wing cape detail is really neat, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very nice wing. He's got good wing game going on here. Though other, rumored potential possible, store. Did we talk about the possible Walgreens brainstorm last time?
Maybe. It's been a while.
No, I think it was that we were discussing it by ourselves after Stasis Pod, and I promised to pick them up for people because I have a Walgreens like half a mile from my apartment.
Oh, that we're getting like a Walgreens re-release of,
Well, what happened is that the person it looks like the person who's involved with toy purchasing for Walgreens tweeted a picture of some exclusives that they're getting of, I think, some Marvel stuff.
Oh, a Doctor Strange and a Hulkbuster Iron Man, judging by the post I just found via Google.
Yes, and in the background is Titans Return brainstorm packaging.
Yes, as well as a Star Wars Wampa and the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic movie character product name.
Yes, it was very placeholder with the pony. I am presumably at this point that's still not settled on, but I would be happy to see that because otherwise we're only getting that Brainstorm toy as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and probably a Japanese release.
Yeah.
Which will probably cost about the same.
I'm kind of satisfied with my Thrilling 30 Brainstorm.
Yeah, I really like the Thrilling 30. I don't really need a new Brainstorm.
I do really like the Thrilling 31, and actually after we discussed that, I ended up getting mine and fiddling with him a little bit, and he's sitting over here in jet mode now. But I would like to have one who is the proper scale to pal around with Titan's Return Chrome Dome.
Yeah, I guess.
And Chrome Dome can be his only friend. Cause he's a jerk.
Okay, apparently the Japanese release of Brainstorm is not even the same as the Comic-Con exclusive release of Brainstorm. The Japanese one is Generations Brainstorm again.
What?
Japan, you're being weird sometimes.
Is he remolded to have a mouth? Because I can't deal with that.
I don't think so. It's just that, judging by stuff on the almighty wiki, the SDCC exclusive one is going to be a retool of Blur.
Yeah.
And then the Legends one for Japan is just Generations Brainstorm again, with different paint job.
Huh.
Yeah, and the Walgreens one is just the SDCC one with apparently the same colors, I think.
I would think it would be a little different just for the sake of it being a different thing.
Well, I thought so too. Like when we first saw the picture of the SDCC set with weirdly colored Windblade, the Brainstorm there looked more blue, but the toy looks more teal, like the toys we already have. So, who knows?
Yeah, I have to say what killed any possibility of getting a third-party Brainstorm for me was that they always based him on the Headmaster's anime character design, so he always had a face, and he's not supposed to have a face.
No, he's not. Okay, I might be wrong because I'm confused by Legends being like a size class name in Japan now and not the name for a specific size class in Titan's Return. And, oh god, what a
the names have gotten more confusing.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Words are, they do these things. I mean, yeah, they need to stop doing these things.
It's like they're doing it on purpose now.
Just use the one word. Just call things a thing.
Coming soon from Takara Tomy, Deluxe Masterpieces.
Yeah. Stop! Stop it, my brain. So does that mean that it looks like it will be the same as the Titan's Return, or?
It might be. I don't know.
Maybe no one knows yet. I mean, it's entirely possible no one knows yet. No one knows.
But yeah, I'm entirely satisfied with the Thrilling 30 Voyager.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I can spend that money on getting more random heads.
Yay! And speaking of random heads, and speaking of third party, though we don't really cover a lot of third party stuff.
No.
It's kind of a slow week, and this falls into the category of add-ons and accessories. So our friend Trent Troop, who does a lot of awesome, design things with toys. Man, the allergies are kicking in now.
Yep.
You know what was a great idea was just like burying my face in my cat when I'm allergic to cats and off my allergy meds. That was the best idea. So yes, he is doing, now I saw the Monster Pretender shells. Has it come up what those are sized for?
They're sized for the Titan Master heads. He's only made the slog, the Monster Pretender slog, but has a slot in the back for the Titan Master head. Cause he's been making face plates to swap out of the little Titan Master heads, or designing them anyway, he's only put up a few of them on Shapeway's. Is it Shapeway site? Comics or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
he's
believe it's
put up
Shapeways.
many of them on Shapeways at this point. He only had like 4 up like 2-3 days ago, but he's
Oh,
up
okay.
to like 10 now and posting even more that he's doing going forward, and then some of the shells for the heads as well. He's going all in on this, and they are super cool, and I love it.
Yeah, because we don't
And I'm
normally...
not just saying that because I've been working with him on BMOG.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, we don't talk about third party because it's not official, although maybe someday we'll do a third party discussion when there's no news at all. But Tran is doing what we like about third party things that are not replacements for existing toys. They're add-ons to existing toys like gun sets or things like that. This is, get your little Titan Master, unscrew the faceplate, stick on one of his, and you're gonna have to paint it too, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they're fairly standardized little parts there. I know I saw that he had some More Than Meets the Eye people, and
Yeah.
he had some, I think what he called graduated rescue bots.
Yep.
So sort of more mainstream, grown-up looking rescue bots characters.
A little more creepy.
Although not that much more.
No.
Yeah.
They are still very recognizably the Rescue Bots counterparts.
Yes, absolutely. They aren't like 90s Image Comics kind of grown up where suddenly they're just huge.
Yep.
And he
then we
made
have a...
GoBots. Well, Renegades.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Oh yeah, that's
Psycho
right, I saw
Crasher.
those.
Copter.
Yes. That seems very, very useful for people who want to do customs.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Anyway,
IDW ones he made were, what is it? Rung, Aileron, Tarn. I want the Tarn. What was the other one?
Hey, Tarn.
Pharma.
Oh, Pharma.
Yeah.
Although I think he also has a tailgate replacement head for the Cyclonus Voyager Combiner torso,
Oh, I
which
thought,
is super cool.
I thought that was I thought that was a different third party thing that was at TFCon.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have swore I saw that on his blog, because I wouldn't have been following blogs that did it for...
Well, he made a repost. There was
Right.
so many third party things shown up at TFCon, which just happened in Canada a bit ago.
Yeah. Where that thing tends to happen.
Yeah, where it can happen, and some of them were neat, but there was just too many things. Although somebody's making a Rodimus, which, that's gonna tempt me, because Hasbro hasn't given us a good new Rodimus in a while.
Yeah.
We're getting one in Titan's Return, though.
The last
we
one
are?
we got didn't even have flames on his chest.
True.
I almost didn't buy him, but he lives in my purse now.
Oh, I didn't buy him because having flames on his chest is a lot to live up to.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it's a very More Than Meets the Eye looking Rodimus, and yeah, I may have to cave on that, after I get a big fat publishing contract.
Yeah, because he's kind of the hole in my collection of the Lost Light right now. I don't have I just have the old Generations Rodimus, who has like 8 points of articulation.
The closest I have is a Hero Masher.
Yeah,
I have
Masher
that
does look
one.
more
We
unstable.
got that at the same time.
Yeah, we did. We got that. We should do that again this fall.
Yeah, I should totally come up and go to the zoo and then be too out of shape to actually finish the zoo.
Me too, though. Me too. Yeah, I don't really have any there was, the closest that we've really had was the Cloud Rodimus, and that's like $1 million billion limited to 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So that almost doesn't even count. Honestly, it's probably going to be cheaper to buy this ridiculously expensive third-party one than it would be to buy a Cloud Rodimus.
I think I'm just gonna buy the deluxe. Although I will still look at the third-party one and be tempted, but so far the only third-party stuff I've bought is the Magnus armor for Classics Ultra Magnus, and then the replacement cigar chomping cup face for Generations Cup.
Yeah, I did get the Generations Cup one. I still need to get the bandolier for G2 Sideswipe. Because I love G2 Sideswipe so much.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, the cigar face for Cup is definitely a good one. Add-on sets, there are a lot of them out there that are just like, hey, it's this random sword we made. But some of them are really, I know there are some floating around out there that are, like More Than Meets the Eye style conversions for the Generation Cyclonus, or the classic Cyclonus, so I need to look into one of those.
Okay enough. He's fine.
He looks alright, but he could look better.
Yeah, he could have a more samurai-y head, but he's fine. Nothing egregious. It's not like the world that looks just like the G1 world, the Generation.
Oh, that made me so sad.
I got it, because I like it, but he doesn't have digigrade legs or giant pinchy hands.
No.
Someday.
Yeah. So what other news even is there?
Maybe that was it? There was
the one, the
really
leaked TFCC thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
blue streak. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, spoilers, a toy that isn't coming out for months, like 3 months or something, whenever it ships. The seventh secret one of the Transformers Collector Club subscription service 4. It's a blue streak. Who, color-wise, actually kind of looks a lot like Strong Arm from Robots in Disguise.
Yeah, I can
with
see
the head
that.
crest, so you could pretend either way.
Yeah.
Oh, London Film and Comic-Con is apparently getting a 3-pack of Titan Masters Sentinel Prime. Charon, who is
Oh, yes.
who is Brainstorm, and then Windblade, because apparently naming trademarks.
Yeah.
They are a thing.
Sure.
Well, isn't it in French? Isn't that Charon his French name?
Maybe. I'd buy that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just the SDCC set in a different label.
In a different language.
They just changed one dude's name.
Oui. I don't know. I can't do French. I'm the worst at French. So, I'm going to check our Twitter feed to see what I may have retweeted within the last week and then forgotten. Alex Milne did a commission for someone and totally drew Drift kissing Ratchet, which is pretty great.
Oh, his commissions in prep for TFCon have been great. I recommend you look at those after looking at BMOG.
Yeah, good.
Shameless plug.
Yes, BMOG.
He apparently, it sounds like that wasn't even specifically what he was asked to do, because he says there are times when I know what people really want with their commissions that they just don't say to me. But the commission recipient was apparently very pleased with this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good. She's a Japanese artist I follow on Twitter, so I figured I was like, oh, that's who Mel drew it for. Yeah, that's right. Because her avatar right now is Drift's crotch.
Oh my.
So yeah,
not his thighs. I thought everybody was sold on his thighs.
Well, his thighs are in the picture too, but the way
good.
it's framed, maybe it was supposed to be crotch.
Also, people have started receiving their Fortress Maximuses.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty exciting for people.
People are getting toys and it's not us.
And they are still compatible with Megaheads, so go nuts, everyone.
Yay!
Well, yeah, that we're all for. Oh, if only I had a Megahead. Well, then I'd have an excuse to get a Fortress Maximus.
Yay, Fortress Maximus. Someday.
But he doesn't have giant treads and look like he does in the comic. That's Fort Max.
Yeah,
I want the little Fort Max.
That's disappointing. Oh, and one of the earlier heads Trent did was a More Than Meets the Eye style Rodimus, so I guess we'll see how on point the Titans Master toy gets.
Yeah.
I've talked to him about that, and he said he's open to doing some more, what if Hasbro had gone another direction? Items is like another possible 4-pack that he just hasn't finished fleshing out yet.
Yeah. That sounds like a good way to go with it, because sometimes I'm weird with like character faces and heads. Like I said with Brainstorm, if it's on the anime model instead of the toy or American comic show Rebirth model, I'm just like, nope, can't see it.
I'm still going to buy Nightbeat's head. I'm a little disappointed at Nightbeat's head.
Yeah, Nightbeat's
I'm
creepy,
super disappointed at
head.
Nightbeat's head. Yeah,
he doesn't have sufficient antenna.
He doesn't have sufficient sunglasses.
He's screaming.
Everything
being a
about him
disembodied
is
head, maybe that is
wrong.
appropriate.
Maybe.
Well, no, but that should be Siren. Siren is the shouter. Once again,
That
they're
is
confused
very true.
Heads. The Headmaster Juniors
Damn
are
it.
never getting the right faces and heads anywhere.
Poor guys.
Inside voice, Siren.
He doesn't have an inside voice. Yeah, that's that was my biggest disappointment getting G1 Nightbeat, that he didn't have the sunglasses. It's like,
Yeah.
but sunglasses. I'm a comic nerd. I can't help it. But yeah, I think that's about all we've got this week.
I hope you enjoyed our Ramblecast.
Yay!
Nothing
Hey.
happened.
I think it's fun when other podcasts do that, so I'm going to say that it's okay.
Yeah, not to be confused with a Rumblecast, which next week we will be debating whether a Rumblecast would be red or blue.
Blue.
Rumble Blue.
Honestly, my headcanon answer is Rumble and Frenzy have swapped color schemes with one another so often that they don't even remember who's what color originally.
I could see that. They seem like the sort of twins who would be constantly trying to trick people into thinking that they were the other one.
Oh no, have they been gaslighting Soundwave for years?
Oh man.
Oh,
Probably.
poor Soundwave.
Probably. Alright, so that's it. Tomorrow, I think next week we may actually have something to read, which would be
Yay.
very exciting.
Yay!
Yay! So, then we'll have something a little more substantial. But, hey, it's always nice to have a Ramblecast. So we'll go ahead and close out then. Until next week, this has been Jen.
And Alex.
And David.
The weak component is fucking garbage. It's the
It's
worst episode
so-
of Transformers.
It's
Oh, God,
so
it's
bad.
I forgot to shout. It's Dan DiDio's fault. In our episode.
It's all Dan DiDio's fault.
Damn
It
Dan
is.
DiDio.
Everything is his fault.
Oh.